Okay, let's go to number 5. See how we do on this. Company borrows. Oh, okay, so let's just copy this sheet. We're going to move our copy. We're going to create a copy. We're going to go to another one because we got the same situation, but a little different, and we'll figure this out. Okay, number 5. So let's zero these values out. Okay. Let's kind of link them though. Principal is that number. Let's make this one that number. Let's make this one that number. Let's make this one this number, and that one's already there. Okay, so in total, we should be able to just drop in values. This one is going to be the date issued. Okay, so now that we have a template ready to go, we can figure this out on the fly. Okay, so issued. Borrows $200,000 cash on 12/1 for $200,000. It's 150 day, signing a 150 day note. So 150 days, rate 9%. So that's our total interest for that period of time. Okay. So when does the note mature? It matures on 9th of April. What is the amount of interest in the current year and the following year for this note? Now see, that's the trick here, right? Okay. This is the full amount. We know that, let's see, this is called current. Let's do current year and following year. Okay. So let's figure out how many days. Let's go back up here. How many days are in each of these periods? So current, let's actually move it up one more. Current is going to be, it's going to end on 12/31, right? 12/31. And then the rest of it's going to fall under the following year. So number of days, let's do this again. Let's take that date minus the original date. That should be number of days. Days. Actually number. Okay. And since there's 30 days here, then there's got to be the difference. 150 minus the 30 days gives you the following. Okay. Now, if we do the similar calculation that we did here, but let's just do it for each of these individually and see how it comes up. We should be able to take the principal amount times the interest times the number of days divided by 360 to get the current amount. And the same thing here for the following. We take the principal times the interest times the number of days divided by 360. And that gives you the 6,000 amount. So these two amounts should satisfy number 2. Okay. And prepare the entries to record A, the issuance of the note. We got that. B, the interest on December 31st and payment of the note at maturity. So we're going to actually move this one down. We'll get back to it later. But recording the interest on 12/31 is going to be interest expense, and it's going to be an interest payable. Okay, and the interest expense for that first year is going to be this $1,500, and the payable is going to be the same, right? So that answers that question. And then when we actually go to pay it, this is going to be a little interesting. Okay, so, and payment of the note at maturity. So we know the $200,000 is still there. We know that there's still cash, total cash of this amount, but we're going to have to break this interest expense up between the payable that's already recorded, and that's this amount, right? We're reversing that out, and the interest expense for the current year. which essentially is this number right here, right? The $6,000. So now we have the same, full expenditure, but it's broken out between interest and interest payable and interest expense for $207,500. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's all we got. Let's double check our work. April 30th. Ooh, it says the 29th. Oh, it has assumed February has 28 days. So we must have 29 days somewhere. Okay. How did that work? We must have 29 days in next year. Let's try this with a different year. 22. There we go. Look at that. So there's a leap year next year. I did not know that. Magic. Gotta be careful a little bit. Why did I do this? Oh, because of this. There we go. Now everything's right. Okay. So yeah, no leap year included. So yes, April 30th. Little trick there. And then the next one, how'd we do? So through maturity, we got that all right. Current year, 1,500. Following expense year is 6,000. Perfect. And then on the requirement 4, you got the 200, the 200, the 15, the 15, interest expense, interest payable, interest expense, interest payable, notes payable, and then the 207 from cash. All right. Perfect. And we're moving right along. Okay. So let's go to the next one.